Now then guys, how you doing? Craig here, and thank you for joining me again as we take on the 442 Narrow Diamond today. Now in the other masterclasses, I say masterclasses, I use that term loosely, you should know about by now. If you're new to the channel, it's all in jest, you know, you're not going to see too much Tactical Masterclass here. We're just trying out a tactic and seeing how it works. But today we're going with the 442 Diamond, like I say, where we normally would look at an individual and see their impact on the team. Because we're looking at 4 players to make up that diamond, I just want to see how he performs, because most tactics now are a wide tactic. You know, you're going to play with your wide men, your inside forwards. So let's go with the narrow tactic and let's see what happens. Right, so here we go then guys. As you can see, we've got the 442 diamond, named the 41212 diamond. It can be whatever your interpretation is of that formation. So let's just talk through it bit by bit. You can see there the team fluidity is highly structured. And in goal, we've got Rayner as a sweeper keeper. No instructions at all. Now, there are minimum individual instructions on this. I didn't want to overcomplicate things. But out wide, in that left back role, we've got Heysaj. I'm going to say that's how you pronounce his name. He's playing as left back. And he's got 5 instructions that are part of his role. So he's playing as a wing back on attack. He's got to dribble more, run wide with the ball, cross more often, crossing the byline, and get further forward. And Lazari on the other side is playing as a complete wing back. His instructions for his role are to dribble more, run wide with the ball, cross more often, crossing the byline, get further forward, stay wider and roam from position. We've then got 2 centre-backs, just a plain central defender in a Serbi here who has got to shoot less often and to dribble less. And then Luis Felipe is the ball-playing defender on defend. 2 instructions to take more risks and hold position. We've then got Lucas playing in a half-back role who's got 1 individual instruction, and that's to tackle harder, and then 2 instructions for his role is to dribble less and hold position. Then we've got SMS, Milinkovic-Savic, who's playing as a box-to-box midfielder on support. 1 instruction for him as part of his role, and that's to roam from position. And then we've got Mazzala, Luis Alberto on attack. So he has got instructions just set for his role: take more risks, get further forward, stay wider, move into channels and roam from position. Then Pedro, number 9, playing behind the 2 up front as an attacker midfielder on attack. 1 individual instruction, that's to shoot more often and then to get further forward. We've got a deep line forward in Mariki who's on an attack setting. No individual instructions for him, just 3 instructions for his role: hold at the ball, take more risks and move into channel. And then Immobile up front as an advanced forward, shoot more often is his individual instruction. He's then got 2 instructions for his role: get further forward and move into channels. Now we're going to play a fluid counter-attack. That's the way I want to play. And our mentality is going to be balanced. So in possession then, our attack and width is standard. Our approach play is to pass into space. We play out the defence and focus play through the middle. No point going out wide here as we're playing narrow. In the final third, we like to shoot on sight. Passing directness is standard. Tempo is extremely high and we never time waste. And we like to run at the defence. In transition then, when possession has been lost, we counter press. When we've won possession back, we counter. We like to distribute quickly out from the back. And we distribute straight across the back 4. And then out of possession, our defensive shape is a high line of engagement and a standard defensive line. Now, the defensive width was the one that I was toying with. We can go wide, which then forces the opposition inside, which obviously we're narrow, or we can go the other way, and we can go narrow and force the opposition out wide. I'm just going to go with a standard one. I don't want to push it too much. We're not using tighter marking and tackling because of the way that we're going to play, and we prevent short goalkeeping distribution. So I am happy with how that is set up. So set pieces wise then, for corners, we're going to play that near post routine left and right, and the defensive one is just your regular routine. And then throw-ins, we're just going to play a regular set routine. So you can see there are plenty of players around the ball. We've got 2 players in the box, left and right, just a set routine, see how that works out for us. And then looking at the competitions that we've entered, so we've got the Serie A, the Italian Cup and the Europa League. So there's an opportunity for us to win some silverware today. That is the plan. But obviously there's plenty of good teams in this league. So just having a look at the season preview, we're expected a 5th place finish. We have got a player though in the Media Dream 11. SMS is in there. But yeah, 12-1 to win the league. So it's about just better than that. Can we win the league first of all? A Serie A title would be fantastic. Can we get any kind of silverware? So what we're going to do then, guys, is we're going to simulate forward now to the end of the season and see how this tactics worked out. And we'll talk through the breakdown. Right then guys, so the season is over, and as we can see we finish in 4th place, 66 points on the board. But if we'd lost one more game, that would have been a shocker, as Bologna in 8th place got 64 points. That's how close it was. Basically 2 points separating 5 teams. We're 3 points behind Napoli, but Inter Milan and AC Milan both ran away with it with 92 and 90 points between them. Let's just have a look at our league position, see how we performed throughout the season. Yeah, we were between 5th and 3rd throughout, basically from the second half of the season anyway, and we sat in 4th from match day 32 with a 1-1 draw against Atalanta. So when we look at the bigger picture, 38 games played, 19 wins, 9 draws, 10 losses, 80 goals scored, 47 against, plus 33 goal difference, 66 points on the board, like I say. And then let's have a look at competition performance. So competitions-wise then, Serie A 4th place. We won the Europa League against PSG 3-0. Let's have a look at that. So we absolutely battered them as well. 21 shots, 12 on target, 45% possession now. They only managed 11 and 2. Immobile with a goal on 11, SMS on 29, and Luis Alberto. So 2-man midfielders, both getting goals in that one. And then I can see that we also won the Italian Cup, so let's have a look at that one as well. 4-2 against Inter Milan, the team that won the league. And we managed to do them over. 30 shots, 7 on target. We kept them quiet, really. But Immobile with a goal on 2, Zakagni on 23, Acerbi on 70, and then Andre Anderson with a goal on the 93rd minute. Let's just watch it. Why not? When you're scoring a goal in the 93rd minute, it's always worth watching as Acerbi picks it up. Cataldi, Anderson. Oh, it's an absolute screamer as well. Worthy winner. Absolute scenes. So we get 2 cups then, I'll take that. The Europa League and the Italian Cup. And we've got Champions League football next season as well as we beat our predicted position. So let's have a look at the player stats then. So Immobile was the top goal scorer, 44 goals this season. Let's just break it down. So we scored 26 in the Serie A, 15 in the Europa League, 3 in the Italian Cup as well. Goals all round for him. Quality player though, at the ripe old age of 32. Then we look at the highest average rating, that's Luis Alberto at a 7.63. He also had the most assists, 32 assists for Luis Alberto. 21 assists in the league, 7 in the Europa League, and 4 in the Italian Cup. Best pass completion was Acerbi with 98%. Most player of the match awards was Luis Alberto with 12. And most yellow cards was Lucas Leiva, who had an individual instruction of tackle harder. 12 yellow cards though and no red cards. So team stats wise, and this is just for the Serie A, he scored 80 goals, which is the first best. The problem is though that we conceded 47 and that was the 10th best. Yellow card, 43, which is second best, and no red cards. I will take that. So when we look at our positions in this PSG game that we've just played in the Europa League final, I'm just looking at average possession with the ball, so you can see here we're more or less set up with the diamond. So there's Luis Alberto, behind the 2 strikers, Zakhanigi. Then we've got out on this right-hand side SMS, and then behind him Cataldi. Now, I don't know what number 23 is doing up there. That is my left back. Look at where he's at. That's his average position. Then let's have a look at us without the ball. So as you can see, without the ball, it's quite clear there. There's our 4 in midfield. So behind the strikers again, we've got Zakagni. Out on that left-hand side, we've got Luis Alberto, obviously SMS out on the right, and then behind him, Cataldi. So we're set up in a decent formation there. As you can see, we're quite narrow, but that is the way I was expecting to play. And then looking at the data hub for the team performance, then goals became 2.11. Expected goals per game 2.09, so we're expecting at least 2 goals per game. I will take that. Goals conceded 1.24. We conceded on the high side there. They expected us to concede a goal again, but we were having 22 shots per game on average. When we have a look at the average team, we're having 12 shots on target, so we're having 10 shots more than the average team. Shots on target 39%, that's lower obviously than the average, but then again, if you have more shots, you're going to miss more shots. Pass completion ratio was 89% and tackles one was 78%. Those two about on average with what you would expect. Looking at the passes, and I think the big thing to see from here against our game against PSG is that we're playing Lazzari as a complete wing back and we weren't playing Haisage as a complete wing back. I don't know what this guy's doing up there. What is he doing up there as an average position? But as you can see, he's heavily involved, Lazzari, with everything that's going on. A lot of the passes going out that way. We have number 32 sat in the middle, Cataldi, who is dictating play. And we basically end up with a flat midfield 4 because my right back is so high up. And then when we look at our midfielders scoring opportunities, SMS, Alberto, Zakangi and Pedro all up there. Cataldi and Leiva, who aren't really my out-and-out attackers. They're obviously more wasteful, but we're not the best, we're not the worst, and you can see it out with our 4th place finish. So, looking at it, I don't think that's too bad. I think the tactics done was quite well. Yes, we didn't win the league, however, we did win 2 trophies. And that's not bad going at all. When we just have a quick look at the history, the last won a trophy in 2019, so we've kept up a little bit of heritage there. So yeah, there you go then guys, give this tactic a go, it'll be available down in the description. You know, I suppose you could play the diamond with absolutely anybody, but for me, I didn't really think Lazio had the width. There'll be plenty of players out there that disagree with us. I think SMS and Alberto were decent in midfield. You could potentially play Luis Alberto a bit higher as well behind the strikers, because he has got it all. So yes, there you go then, guys. Like I say, thank you very much for watching. Give it a go, let me know. And if there's any other teams or tactics you want me to try out, also leave that down in the comments. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.